Hello friends. Welcome to Twinkle Bedtime Story. Today, I've got a story for you called the Zinnia. Wishing you all a night filled with the sweetest and happiest dreams. Once upon a time, there was a big python that couldn't turn into a dragon because of a curse, and lived underwater for thousands of years. The python's name was Imugi. In that seaside village, Imugi, with 6 heads, did bad things like eating fishermen. Also, it often caused big storms, hurting many people and making life hard for fishermen. To make Imugi happy, the villagers performed a ritual every year, offering young women as sacrifices. But Imugi's behavior did not get better. Instead, it asked for more sacrifices from the villagers. In this village lived a kind and lovely young woman named Zinnia. When Zinnia became old enough to be a sacrifice, her parents wanted to move to another village to avoid Imugi's request. But the whole village came to Zinnia's house when they heard the news. They said Zinnia was chosen as Imugi's sacrifice this year. Even though her parents said no, Zinnia accepted and tried to comfort them. One day, a brave and kind young man from another village stayed overnight. When he heard about Imugi, he wanted to defeat it. The villagers laughed, thinking it was impossible to fight a python with 6 heads in the sea. As the 7 days before the ritual neared, the village gathered, praying to the sky, as they always did. Among the colorful music and space, Zinnia looked sad. The young man saw all of this, and when he looked at Zinnia, he fell in love with her at first sight. He told the villagers,
"I will defeat Imugi and come back. So stop this act and let this young lady go."
At first, the villagers laughed, but the young man's strong and brave eyes made them stop.
Then, make sure to kill Imugi in 7 days. We all hope for that.
Zinnia thanked the young man.
"Please, come back safely. I will pray and wait for you every day."
He told her not to worry, and promised to raise a white flag if he came back, and a red flag if he couldn't. The next day, the young man said goodbye to Zinnia and her parents. With his people, he sailed to where Imugi was. The journey was more dangerous than they thought. Suddenly, it became night, and a big storm started. Imugi used all its power to stop them. It took a few days to reach Imugi, and the storm made them lose a lot of things. Many people on the boat died, but they fought together. In different dangerous situations, the young man and his people cut Imugi's heads until only one was left. When the young man tried to cut the last head, blood came out, staining the white flag red. The young man and others didn't know this. They were happy they defeated Imugi and thought of meeting Zinnia again. While the young man fought Imugi, Zinnia kept praying until he came back. Waiting eagerly for him, she counted the days, hungry. One day, a faint figure of a ship appeared. It was the young man's ship. Excited to see the flag at the top, Zinnia's face turned pale. Seeing the red flag, she sadly jumped into the sea and disappeared beneath the waves. When the people cheered for the young man, he looked for Zinnia. After hearing her parents' story, he regretted what he did every day. If he had looked at the flag one more time, maybe something terrible wouldn't have happened. The young man went to a cliff, took her body, and buried her in a peaceful meadow, filled with warm sunlight. As the next year came, red flowers bloomed around her grave. The red blossoms bloomed for 100 days, and then gently disappeared. These flowers were named Zinnia, and the villagers believed that a sad love story had created this magical bloom.